Welcome to Healthy Exchange, a weekly video chat where we're going to cover some of the contemporary issues about private exchanges. I'm joined today by my colleague Pierce McNally, and I'm John Reynolds.
Thanks, John. John, we're going to talk a little bit about the employer mandate today. And the employer mandate has caused a lot of confusion in the marketplace because a lot of employers don't know exactly where they fall. Are they under the mandate? Are they not under the mandate? Frequently it's referred to as pay or play. Do they have to play? Do they have to pay? Nobody wants to pay a penalty. How do I avoid it? So all of these questions are now bubbling up in the marketplace, and many people are looking for answers. One of the things that they need to know is that the rules are different depending on how big you are. The rules are different depending on what kind of plan you decide would be appropriate for your employees. The rules are different depending on how affordable it is based on your employee base. So all of these rules come into play and create a jumble of questions, a jumble of opportunities, and we think that one of the things that we've been able to do is to make this simple, to provide a seamless process for employers so it's easy.
No, I would agree. I think that the Affordable Care Act has set in motion a series of changes that really present some great opportunities to create for a better experience, not only for the employer in terms of the enrollment process and the breadth of solutions that they can offer, but also for the employees. And so the technology platform that we've developed, CieloChoice is what we call it, is a private exchange that is really focused on simplifying the overall enrollment process, but also the comparative process that most employees have to go through as they look at the full range of benefits that are being offered.
And I think that's something that shouldn't be lost, and that is that we are looking at a process that is inherently complex, as we've tried to explain a little bit, but also can be made easy, can be made simple, and can be demystified. After all, what we're trying to do here is to get affordable benefits in the hands of people that need them. Employers, generally speaking, are more than willing to provide this benefit. So how are we going to do this in a way that's efficient for the employee, not taking too much time and not being too complicated, and affordable for the employer so that the employer is going to be able to comply with the law, hopefully avoid the penalty, and come out ahead both from the standpoint of his treasury as well as his employees.
Right, and I think one of the key functions here is going to be to offer the employees transparency through this whole process. I mean, the internet is all pervasive now, and we've all become very, very used to going to the internet to make our own purchasing decisions. Take travel as an example. I mean, if you're planning a trip, you're going to go to kayak.com or you're going to go to Priceline, and when you do that, you're able to put an entire trip together, negotiating what it is that you're going to do with your rental car, what airline you travel with, what hotels you stay at. You can see information about the quality of experiences that other consumers have had within those different products. And that's really what we're driving at here in the healthcare world. For the first time, to be able to pull all the pieces together to create a much more transparent purchasing decision for the employees. Now, I would add, as you talked about earlier, that it also is, that same idea is true for the employer. For the employer to have a cleaner, easier, and more transparent way to do comparative shopping for the plans that they're going to offer to their employees.
And I also think, John, that the employer mandate has received a lot of attention in terms of the idea of what kind of insurance program should I have for my employees. And so one of the things that we'll be discussing in weeks to come here on Healthy Exchange will be, what does that world look like when it used to be defined benefit and now it's moving to defined contribution? And so we will talk to you next week on Healthy Exchange.